All right, so we've got the system working pretty well, and I think it's a place where we can actually um, kind of get the layout looking something a little bit more reasonable. So we're going to cheat and use Tailwind UI to give us a really good starting point. This is a set of components made by the same people who make Tailwind CSS. So this is a paid offering that they have. So yeah, let's get started with that. All right, so I am signed into my account, and let's just start here. So right now, we've got our sign-in page. So sign-in registration, great. Let's grab that, and I think I like something like this. So I'm actually just gonna go in here and just grab the whole code. So now this actually is going to be using, we're going to have to copy over the clearance views, which I don't remember how to do off the top of my head. Rails G clearance views. Should be able to guess that. Rails G clearance views. All right, so we want to change the sessions new. Just make sure we're looking at the right thing. Beautiful. All right. So in here, this gets us a lot of stuff. We're just going to, all right. Let's bring this stuff over. So we're going to go into the layouts application. Bring that in. Bring that in. So this is working there. So I know right off the bat we are going to get rid of sign in with stuff. We want to get rid of the or continue with. All right. So we've got our form session here. So that sign into your account is going to be the title. And we're not going to have a free trial, so I'm just going to give it, wow. We might have it at some point, we'll see. So we're going to grab out this whole entire form. All right. And that form. All right, we're going to throw that space Y onto there. All right, so for right now, we're actually just going to copy in these classes, but we're going to do that, make that a lot better in the near future using a custom form builder. And we're going to want to put that onto all of the labels. Okay, so we've got there. We're going to wrap this in that div. Grab out all of that. And so that's looking a little bit nicer. And we can just remove it from here. As we get this set up, we'll clean things up. Block gray, if this I assume is going to be the same. Yep. We'll throw that onto the password and grab all of those classes, which again, I assume is all going to be the same. All right. Now, all right, flex, remember me. Okay. Link to forgot password, new password path, and we will grab that class. And that gets rid of all of that. And submit. I don't know where we're going to put this for right now, but I'll just throw it here for the time being. Something like that. That is a lot of verbiage. So we're going to throw nil on here, so it's going to use the default label and the class of all that stuff, preferably spelt right. And that should, beautiful. So this here, we could put that, or create your account type thing. So let's actually pull that out there. So if we go back to the new, so if clearance configuration, I might want to be able to disable this at some point as a temporary, to take care of it if there's a temporary disable or whatnot. Sign in or sign up. Okay. All right. That's a pretty reasonable place to start. And if we hop over to our users, new, No, that's a good place to start, I think. All right, so one thing we do want to do is lose this stuff when you're doing a kind of this like public page. So let's save what we've done so far. Let's select the right project. All right, so sessions, new and form we've customized, and application we've customized. The other stuff we're not worrying about for right now. So this here we're customizing the sign-in page. All right, so what I want to be able to do is set up a few sub templates. So we'll have like a plain template, which wouldn't render these things, but the rest of the system is going to use a different layout. Yeah. So and they recommend how to do this in the Rails guide. Here we go. So here we would have, well, that's not quite what I want to be doing. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about it for too much right now. Well, I can do, so I want to keep application to be super simple with like nothing but the basics, and then kind of a standard layout that would be used outside of that. So what I'm actually going to do is rename application into base, and then a new one that's going to be application.html.erb, and I can go into here and do that, and this should not change anything unless I've seriously screwed something up. Yeah, base, let's do that. And I've now caused an infinite loop. And let's try rendering that again. No. So I can't kill that server because it was running forever. So temp. So I want to kill 19691. There we go. Cool, so that means everything's the same here. So yeah, I kind of want to do something like this. So if I go into base, and do that, and then go into application, I can do content for content, do and here I can just do yield, I believe. And then what I can do is from the base, I actually really want to pull all of this stuff out. And children are yelling in the other room. All right, so go back into here. Perfect. So there, that all is pulled in. And it's no longer part of that base application layout. Okay. So I want to just get rid of this entirely. All right. Okay, so that all is there. Here's a flash. And brings that back in, but we want to do that if signed in. I think that's what it was. Current user. Let me just look you up. That's what it did. Oh, signed in. And what happened to all my content? Don't know when I lost at it. All right, so yeah, we're back to business. All right, so let's sign in. And all right, that's all good. So the next thing I want to do, so where this is going to be useful is in not too long when we are looking to kind of flesh out all the pages and do a little more customization and be flexible with that. So we're gonna have a little more going on there, but So we're going to have a signed in, kind of like a public and a signed in layouts. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is grab a navigation. So the nav bar I was thinking is going to be, do any of these have drop downs? Probably something like this one here. Few sections, search. Yeah, let's do that one. So we want dark with search. So yeah, let's copy that. And this actually gets interesting. So, so for the shared menu, so our navigation is going to be separate than our menu. Because we're going to be having our menu in here twice, which is kind of the way that they kind of set this up. So from our base, from our application, we're doing the navigation. All right. So in there we have our navigation. Let's pull our menu off to the side for a second, hop into the navigation, and for the nav, we want rounded. All right. Background gray 900, white text white, text gray 300. So we're gonna have to do some work on that, but that is good enough to start. Just gonna check on this. Okay, so could focus on the, so I'm not going to need this. Tailwind UI logo, fine for now. This is our large margin left 6. And that's the menu there. So what I actually want to be doing here is render shared menu. So that gets to be quite large, but that's all right. And actually what I'm going to do for right now is just comment this out. I'll be removing this in the not too distant future, but just for keeping it handy. Companies, people. So what's the structure that they give? They just give a bunch of links. Okay. Companies, people, and I'll probably want to have home. And accounts. This will be moved to so it's going to be moved to a user submenu or something. All right. Yeah, this will be kind of into this section over here. Cool. All right. Search menu there. Da, 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 da. So this gives us dashboard. All right. So again, we're going to want to replace this with the shared menus. All right, so something on there is different. Block. Okay. All right, good to play with that some. Okay. So profile settings, sign out. All right, let's make another partial for all these. This is going to be the user menu. And so we're going to link to sign out. And that's going to be, what was that set as? That was, all right, I can just grab you. Button 2, sign out, and I'm also going to make a link to settings. Actually, this is where it will be accounts. That will just be this a dummy link. Okay, so those are all working. We can now actually remove that accounts because that's a little bit more appropriate where it should go. And good to get this toggling correctly. And I'm trying to remember the stimulus controller I used for that before. Yes. And I want to use the drop down. All right. So our JavaScript controllers, port drop down from Tailwind CSS, drop down, beautiful. And I want to put on data controller. Actually, before I get, oh yeah. So that is going to be dropping down on that profile picture. Well, so user menu is here. There we go. And controller drop down. All right. All right, so that should let us toggle. Yep, I want to grab that. Click window hide. And that we want that hidden by default. Just avoid that flash. Beautiful. All right. And let's see how these. Oof. $300 seems a little bit slow. Cool. All right, that's good enough place to start with for that. Yarn package, menu, application, add that, add navigation, add the user menu. I'm actually just going to go through and delete these things that I'm not customizing or haven't customized just yet. All right, so okay, so that's one of the beauties of Tailwind UI is I have something that's reasonable, that's been set up in about half an hour, and it gives me a good starting place for putting all the rest of this stuff into the system. I have to do a little bit of work on some of the responsive things. I'd like those menus to be a little bit better set up, but it's a pretty good starting spot. All right, well, I think that's where I'm going to stop for today. Take care and see you next time.